The results are in and the people have spoken, trying to answer the question, which is better, third-person perspective or first-person perspective? We're going to answer that question right now. What's going on, guys? This is Riggs. Welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you hanging out with me today, and hopefully you guys enjoy this video. The last video I did on this was about a month ago, and I don't know what happened, but that video has just completely blown up because of you guys watching that video and sharing it. It has over 11,000 views, so it was well overdue that we had to actually answer the question. I have compiled the numbers. I have read each and every one of the comments. And what we're going to do in this video is try to break down which is better, third-person perspective or first-person perspective. And for you guys to enjoy, I will be showing gameplay of each one of the different perspectives. And before we jump into the video, if you could do me a favor, I'd really appreciate it if you would leave this video a like, consider subscribing to the channel if you are new here, and the biggest help is if you share this video on one of your social media networks or even with a friend. It really does help, and I really do appreciate it. So, as we're going to be going through this, I'll go ahead and throw a couple of the top comments. A lot of people, I could not believe how many comments. At least I got a lot of comments, at least for this channel, and a lot of people just straight up voted, which is perfectly fine, but there were some of those comments that stood out, so I'm going to throw a couple of those on the screen as we're going through this. So a lot of people, for the argument of third person, they were saying that for them the game runs a lot more smoothly. A lot of people saying that, in their opinion, a lot of this at the end of the day is just opinions, but that they feel the game is better optimized for third person, that it runs better on their device versus first person. A lot of people even mentioned, and I have heard this before, is that when they play first person, that they actually get dizzy. And you'll see that when we're watching each of these clips. One thing, when you play third person for a while and then you switch over to first person, third person does play much slower as far as how your character is moving than in first person. In first person, it seems like you have like freaking roller skates on. You are just flying when you're playing first person perspective. And I have heard that before, so a lot of people did mention in the comments that they actually get dizzy playing first person perspective on their phone versus third person. That's why they prefer third person. A lot of people also mentioned that with their friends, with their casual play, they would much rather play third person perspective. And a lot more people who are more on the competitive side, or the people who are on the pushing side, actually preferred first person perspective, which would actually make sense when you look at esports, not only on PC, but as we're seeing the transition to esports and Pubg getting involved in esports, on mobile, you're seeing those competitions and the different tournaments in first person, so that actually goes kind of hand in hand with each other. And in case you missed the first part of this video, I'll go ahead and link that in the upper right hand corner, and I'll also have it down in the description. So in case you're watching this one and you didn't see the first one, you can go ahead and check out that video as well. So another argument that somebody had for why they prefer first person is they feel as though the skill gap is much wider at first person. They feel, as in third person perspective, that the campers and the people who are snaking in the grass, that they're rewarded for doing that, whereas in first person you have to have boots on the ground, you have to be actively looking for people, and the fact that you can't look behind your character, you only can look side to side, just like how it would be in real life, as the camera is where your eyeballs are. They enjoy that better. They feel that the playing field is much more level, which again would go back to why a lot of the tournaments and the different competitions are usually in first-person perspective, because it's much more fair for everybody. And there were also a lot of people who actually preferred both. Some people are one person in particular, Israel Reloaded, he mentioned in the comments that it'd be really cool if PUBG could find a way to bring both in at the same time. That was also an argument. He says it would kind of, you know, bring the whole package together. And in the Timmy version, it's actually something that you can do. I'm not exactly sure, because right now the ranking system, the way they have it set up is you have your first-person perspective ranks and you have your third-person perspective ranks. So that'd be really, really interesting to see how PUBG would go about doing that, bringing both modes or bringing both perspectives in the exact same mode and actually being able to switch one on and off. I want to know what you guys think. If you've made it this far in the video, what you guys think, let me know down in the comment section if that'd be something that you would like to see brought into the game. Like I said, it is available in the Timmy version in PUBG Mobile. So, again, if you made this far into the video, you're wondering, what is the data? When everything was tallied up, all the comments, what everybody said in the very last video, I have compiled the data and I have the numbers. As they say, numbers do not lie. So for people in favor of first-person perspective, we had 34 votes for people who preferred first person. And for third person, we had 20. So as far as the last video goes, and as far as the comments and everyone who participated, there was over 100 comments, but as far as people who actually voted on which one they preferred, the winner would have to go to first person perspective, coming in at 34, and first person perspective coming in at 20. And you know what, guys? At the end of the day, after all is said and done, it's whatever you prefer. It's a matter of perspective, whatever you like. And the best thing about it is, and one of the best things about this game, is you don't have to choose. Both perspectives are in the same game, ready for you to enjoy. So whether you like that camera angle, you know, that's looking right, you know, right through your eyes, or whether you like the camera that's behind you, like you have a drone following you around, at the end of the day, it's whatever you prefer, and it's in the same game that we all love in PUBG Mobile. And unlike other games, both perspectives are in the same game. You don't have to choose at the end of the day, and that's what is so great about it. So I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. I want to give a big shout to everybody who has watched and who has participated in that last video. Again, I have a setup in the upper right hand corner, a couple cards, you know, throughout the video, so you can go ahead and click in case you missed the last video, or if you want just kind of a refresher on it. I put it out about a month ago, and that video will also be down in the description for your viewing pleasure. Big shout out to all you guys again who participated in that video. I cannot believe that video got over 11,000 views. That is absolutely insane. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the gameplay in this video, and do me a favor, leave the video a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and the biggest help, hands down, is if you could share this video with a friend or on in your social media. I'd really appreciate it. But until the next one, this has been Riggs from Riggs Gaming. Take care.